Hello and welcome to this NivQ&A on dungeons. Dungeons can also be referred to as instances along with their higher level counterparts, raids. Now dungeons are, for most players, the fastest way to level from level 15 to level 60 in World of Warcraft as of Cataclysm right now. Dungeons are, once you're level 15, you can enter dungeons using the random dungeon finder by pressing I by default on your keyboard. This will open the random dungeon finder, and then up here you see you've got tick boxes. As I am a hunter, I can't heal and I can't tank, although I can DPS, so I tick that one. Now, as I'm familiar with the instances in this level bracket, I would also tick this one here. Now this means that you'd be the party leader and dungeon guide. Now this is only recommended for you to tick this if you actually know the way around the dungeons and how to manage a group. After you've done that, you can just click find group, and you'll be put into a queue, and this queue can take up to about 15-20 minutes, although usually it is a lot faster than that. And if you're a tank or a healer, it will be considerably faster, maybe even being instant if you're a tank. Now I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just going to leave the queue there. Now instances, they are harder than quests, and so you do them in groups of 5 people. This consists of 3 DPS or damage dealing players and 1 tank and 1 healer. The tank has to take the aggro or aggression from the mobs and make them attack him. He can do that with his abilities, and the healer will just keep the tank and the group alive. That's basically how it works. You can tell the tank and the healer because they'll have icons next to their name, and the DPS damage dealers, their job is simple in the fact that they just need to DPS the mobs and creatures in the instance. Instances, due to them being of a higher difficulty, drop better quality loot, mainly greens and blues, although you will find some purple epic items in dungeons, although these are mainly reserved for raids. In dungeons you will have a roll box come up whenever an item is dropped that is of a quality decided by your group to be worthwhile negotiating on who gets it, and then you just press either need or greed, and that will roll for you, and then whoever gets the highest roll wins the item. Dungeons are completable either using the random dungeon finder, or you can make the group yourself. If you have a friend that you're wanting to run dungeons with, just invite them to your party and then queue for the dungeon, and they'll be in your group with you. You can make your whole party this way, and also if your friends are the same faction as you but on a different server, you can add them on Real ID and then invite them to your group that way, and then you can actually play with friends from a different server in instances and dungeons. This is a really good feature introduced quite recently by Blizzard. It's really good for playing with friends who have maybe transferred away, or real life friends who don't play on your server. That's just about it for instances and dungeons, dungeon instances. If you have any more questions, leave me that question as a comment in the comment section below, and I will try and answer your question.